going on, Fresh Baked? We got ourselves another update from within the Disneyland park. Today we'll be looking at a few things at Disneyland and then mostly Pixar Pier. We're starting with this drop from Splash Mountain just to show you guys that it's done. The Splash Mountain refurb is complete and it's working as usual. It was exactly the same to me. No differences whatsoever that I could find. So there's that. Moving on to Dumbo and Fantasyland, going to take a look at what's going on with the new paint jobs that they're getting on those tents, or I guess they're like circus tents, right? Let's stop right here, actually, because there's one thing I want to notice, and that is that while I'm pretty sure, I'm almost like 100% sure that that structure right there is the that's the photo op where you can get a picture taken with your kids inside one of the Dumbo elephants. But what's that thing next to it now? Are they building something new there? Because I'm not sure if that's, you know, like a temporary structure or if that's something that's a new thing that they're building for the attraction. It looks like a swing set to me. I think they're putting in a swing set, Fresh Baked, at Dumbo. Isn't that cool? Moving on, things are progressing with the rest of the attraction. You can see they've installed more of the Dumbo actual, you know, ride apparatus. They've added the little, what are those things? I don't know what you call those. I mean, the storks. I know what the animal is. It's a stork. I don't know what you call those things that are hanging out above it, but those have been installed since last week, and eventually I'm sure that we'll see more things come online by next week. I think this attraction, it may even be open next week. Here, we'll get a closer look at that. Also, there's a tent. Now, I don't know. Last week it was just those four bars. Not bars, but those four, you know, like supports. And now we've got what looks like a tent. I don't know if that's going to be the final product. You know, if that's really what they're going for here. Or if there is more, you know, that's just, I don't know. I mean, it's themed. That tent is themed. I think, I've got a suspicion that's our end product, because this thing is supposed to open next week, you guys. Or if not next week, the week after. It's supposed to open soon. I think we're going into a tent. I'm not sure. It may look great inside. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. But I think we're going into a tent. Here's another angle of more stuff. Why am I squeezing in here? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Guys, can you see anything back there? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look. There's that. They've repainted that thing right back there. The purplish thing with the stars on it. That's new. That wasn't that paint job. Or it didn't have that paint job before. As a matter of fact. Huh. I just realized that wasn't even there before. This is just last week, you guys. Last week, there was no tent. Just those three supports. This week we have a tent, and that thing back there is new. What is that? I wonder what that is. Whatever it is, it's kind of separate and not really, it doesn't feel contiguous to the rest of the structures, to the CM operators building there and the new tent. That is an interesting third little element that they put in there. Okay, well, let's go over to Pixar Pier, formerly known as Paradise Pier, where you can see people are asking, "What's all that stuff coming up out of the water?" Well, that's World of Color, you guys. They're doing maintenance on World of Color. That stuff has always been there. It just wasn't always visible. They can raise it and lower it as needed, because you can't, obviously, if you want to do a repair to World of Color, you can't just send a bunch of scuba divers down there to fix it. You can just raise it up. So that's what they do. So whatever it is that they're doing some updates. Maybe not repair, maybe it updates for a new show. Because every time they do a new show, those things come up. So that's either a repair or an update to a new show. And let's get a quick zoom in on the new loop with the Pixar Pier logo on it. A lot of folks are saying they don't like it. I like it. I think it looks fine. I mean, it is Pixar Pier. And on that note, I'd be fine if they put the Pixar ball on the fun wheel. Well, we're not looking at that right now. We're looking at the facades on the boardwalk. About the same as last week. You know, they're stripping all the old stuff off and We're going to be getting new facades here soon. Moving on to the entrance of Pixar Pier, where they've added, you know, the awning. They've added more to that awning that covers the entrance to Pixar Pier. Pretty soon, we're going to get a little more detail, a little more artwork there. Here's some updates from Incredicoaster. Not a lot of steel. Not a lot of new steel here. By the way, did you guys see that Incredicoaster go by? Yeah, not much happening there. Here's another look at the pretty much completed new paint job for Midway Mania. And again, I very much like this color scheme. I think that looks great. I think it looks very clean, very well done, very, I don't know, it pleases my eye. I like what they've done. And there's another look at the Pixar Pier logo on the loop for California Screamin'. By that I mean Incredicoaster, but as you'll notice here in just a second, wow, there you go, guys. They were testing while I was there filming this. But those were the Incredicoaster, I mean the California Screamin' cars, not the Incredicoaster cars. And here's our look at the Baron Q that is going to be shiny and new in just a matter of about a month and a half. And then we'll close with a look at the parking structure construction going on. We have now begun digging. It used to be just flat ground. You can't really see this, but I walked around that because I walked back from the Disneyland Hotel, and I got a good look at it from the other side. I didn't take any pictures, but right where that lady's walking right there, I was there, and I saw that they've dug a hole. There's a hole way back in the corner. They've dug a hole in that giant, enormous plot of land. That hole is the beginning. It's the beginning of the new parking structure. There's a hole in the ground. What are they going to fill it up with? I don't know. But the rest is as it was pretty much last week, except for the space that is perfectly flat appears to have grown, I think. That's more flatness than was there before. I wonder why they went to such measures to make that as perfectly flat as they did. I wonder, well, did they go to measures, or is it really easy to do? I don't know. And I am blabbering. Thanks for watching, Fresh Baked. That's the rest. That's the that's the wrap on our Disneyland construction update this week. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, Fresh Baked and stuff. Love you. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!